Hey guys, Jordan here. In this video, I'm going to discuss how to avoid flash reflections in your photos. So let's get into it. Now, depending on the type of photography that you're doing, you might use flash. And this video is primarily for those that do use flash and not just those that shoot ambient, HDR, whatever method that you use for your real estate photography. But the trick to not having the reflections in your pictures is your flash positioning, right? Obviously, the closer the flash is to your lens and your camera body, the less amount of shadows it's going to be. That being said, I'm typically, this is probably what works best for me to reduce reflections or unnatural looking things and shadows on objects, is to position your flash high up behind you to where it bounces off of a ceiling or something, where it actually looks like the light source could be coming from a light within the room. You know, that is very, very important when you're using flash for real estate. When you're working with flash, and probably most people with flash ambient, it's very important to get an ambient shot as well as a flash shot, because sometimes you might be using flash and it's impossible to remove all the risks associated with reflections, right? There might be a ton of windows all over the place or mirrors, and there's gonna be bright spots because of your flash. That's where the ambient shot comes into place, and I usually will try to edit them very similarly. The ambient's gonna look slightly different, and but you want the picture to look very similar, because then you can stack them in Photoshop and just brush the portion of the ambient photo onto your flashed exposure, and therefore eliminating the reflection in it. So I guess that's a couple of things that I talked about. One, how to avoid reflections, and just know your scene. It's important, like if you have a reflection in a window and you get a flash exposure and it's creating a really bright spot on the outside, I would get another flash exposure with the flash moved off of that spot, right? So you could layer multiple flash shots and just eliminating any negative impacts the flash may have. But don't be 100% committed to the flash all the time. You know, I think there are homes that have great lighting, particularly bathrooms and stuff like that. If they have really great lighting, you don't necessarily need to use flash and create a lot of extra. Yeah, I mean, flash is great, don't get me wrong, but it can create a lot of extra unnecessary work if you're using it in not the proper scenario. So anyways, those are my thoughts on how to reduce the amount of reflections that you get, as well as eliminating them. If you got value out of this video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, as we consistently put out real estate photography content just like this. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.